Okay, so I'm down here in the dingy, dusty part of my basement. I got a box today, and it's been a while since I've done a video, which, sorry about that, there's just a lot going on. But I had to share with you what I got today, because they're some of the weirdest Kirby items that I've ever bought. And I'll show you why I did it. But mainly it's because it's weird, and they're really creative pieces. And if it gets a little dark, hopefully it doesn't get too dark. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but stupid things being stupid. This is a case from a new licensor, or licensee, I guess, for Kirby merchandise. And they're called Re-Ment. And where is it? Right here in the corner, you can see Re-Ment. Brand new items for 2018. And there's even some items here on the side of the box that I'm supposed to cut out to make a scene, because this case actually makes a scene for these items. And well, let's just open it up here. I've already taken the liberty of opening all the boxes because that part is boring. So let's get a good look at the box here. So it's a little scene that you can make. It's like Kirby dollhouse furniture is what it really is. So it shows you the whole set. It shows you the set you're getting on the back. So there's no mystery box element to this set, which is nice. Kirby's Happy Room. 2018 Re-Ment. So yeah, I haven't really experienced anything these guys have made yet. So the item comes with a little card, and it shows you what you're going to get. And it has, I guess, where things are supposed to go. In there. And then the back. There are some great items in this set. So, first we look at, it all comes in one bag. And this happens to be the little Kirby bed. And there's also an actual Kirby figure where he's sleeping. And that's the only real Kirby figure, I think. I don't think he's supposed to, maybe he's supposed to be like a little plush or something. But there's like a little Cappy figure here. That's the first ever Cappy figure, and he's supposed to like hold Kirby's nightcap. And there's a little star pillow, and just a cute little thing. So that's the first set. Well, I don't know which is which. Oh. So there's a bed set, refrigerator set, pot set, canvas set, mirror set, shelf set, table set, and television set. And they are numbered 1 through 8. So I'm looking to see where on the box it actually says, because it does show you the set you're getting, but it doesn't have the number as far as I know. Not that I care. I got them all in the box. So let's move on. We've seen the box. So this one is a really cool one. It's the refrigerator one. And this is really one of the reasons I bought the set, because if you recall, in Kirby 64, if you combine the ice and electric powers, you turn into a refrigerator that can spawn food. So there it is, the Kirby refrigerator. It's pretty sizable. I just love that set. I love that ability. And there's a giant Kirby beanbag chair, which is hilarious because there's actually a giant Kirby beanbag chair that I won't be getting because I don't have any room left. And there's this is really wild. You can see this little tiny Kirby thing right there. It's Kirby flan or Kirby pudding. And there's a little plate and a little strawberry to go with it. That's just crazy. So you can actually have something in the fridge. That's wild. just like in the game. So that's one of those things. That was a major draw for the set. Not like I really like collecting doll furniture, but it has a Kirby twist. It's just a really creative set. And Re-Ment has done a lot of creative things with the license. So here we go. This is the pot set. This is one of the supposedly rare ones because there's a little bit of gold in here. There's a gold pot. And there's a Waddle Dee tea kettle. And Kirby since 1992 Happy Room. And there's a Kirby salad bowl. Like bread bowl. There's like a bun and there's a Meta Knight tray or cutting board or something. So everything seems to have a little bit of Kirby flair to it. This is crazy. Craziness. So yeah, there's a little bit of something you can put in the pot, and just a whole mess of random items. Moving along, we have this one, and this is the easel. He's got some drawings on the easel. Whoops, sorry. He's got some other things. He has an MP3 player. Oh my goodness. So the easel's right here in the middle and the little picture goes on top. And then you have paint in the paint can. And here's the MP3 player. So there's the classic Kirby headphones from like the mic ability. And then the mic ability is actually the MP3 player, the little mic. I don't know if you can see that, man, it's small. And then there's a paintbrush. There's a little Star Rod pencil. And they're all stylized just like they would be in a Kirby game. Moving along, I grabbed... Oh, this is my favorite set. So this is the fridge is cool. But this one right here has... Gosh, like a little table or something. But look at that. There's a pitch bird cage and a Nago Lucky Cat. And there's also like a little picture frame. So let me show you that. This is the only figure or item of Pitch that I know about. How sad is that? He's my favorite character. And then there's Nago. Oh, he's so tiny. It's kind of hard to see. And the picture frame actually does not have a little thing in it. I wonder if it's... Oh, you have to cut them out of the back. So you can put one of these 3 scenes in your little picture frame. That's pretty cute. Huh. So yeah, there's the table. If Kirby were a table, you kind of wonder what ability led to these. Sometimes like the bed could be like a super sleep ability or something. Excuse me. I don't know what would make a table. This one has a lot of really weird items. It has a UFO Kirby lamp, which is the first time I think we've seen a UFO Kirby item. A mirror. It has the mirror ability on there. Kirby slippers. It looks like that is a flower enemy. Oh, I don't remember the name of that character. Anyway, here's the UFO lamp. And that flower enemy. And the Kirby slippers. The Kirby slippers look sad. Oh! And the mirror. Whoa! like the UFO lamp. That's pretty sweet. 2 more to go in this set. So this set is that supposed to be a table or a mini trampoline for like exercise? Who knows? Seems to me like it's a table because they always put stuff on it. But there's a huge glass middle part, I guess. And then there's a Maxim tomato tissue box and what looks like Kirby rolls or Kirby pork buns or something in the Kirby milk. And a little Kirby milk glass, milk glass, and that little glass right there is actually available to purchase if you want. Now that I see this thing, it looks a lot more like a table than a trampoline. You can see the pork buns are kind of in there. One is separated from them, and there's a little cutting board. There's the Kirby glass of milk and the Maxim tomato tissue box. Here's a question for you. Would you buy any of these in actual size? Like, would you buy a Kirby refrigerator or a Kirby bed? Some of these is probably the only iteration. I might buy a UFO lamp. That'd be sweet. Or the Nago Lucky Cat I'd totally get. And the last one is the television set with the Gordo rug. And there's some cookies. Just look at that. And then the television set comes apart. And here's the Gordo rug. Kind of fat for a rug. And the tray with little tiny cookies on it. I don't really want to take these out of the bag because I'm afraid I'd lose them, but on the back here you have 2 options for your television viewing pleasure. There's all these little things to cut out of these mats, or these little displays. Alrighty, so that is that whole set. And you can see on here that there are things to cut out, like a little dresser, a little paper craft dresser maybe, to put in the corner, and like a window. So if you buy the whole set, because it looks like these are built for retail, and I thought like this would be able to be decorated, but I guess I was wrong. Bummer. Because I don't see the little, I mean, if they had like the little paper craft thing, that would make sense, but they don't have that. Anyway, that is that set. I will prepare the second set of crazy Kirby items. Clean up my mess. I really kind of want to look at that fridge out of the package. Let's do it. I want to take it out. Rare Night Ram unboxing video. Okay. I'm going to try not to get any of these tiny little items out of here. Wow. Just like in Kirby 64. That's very cool. That's funny. Alright, back in the box you go. Okay, so the second set are these really gorgeous little, and they're calling them Terraria figures. Terrarium figures. They're also from Re-Ment. You can see the logo in the corner there. There are 6 of these. This is a hefty package. It is heavy. So I'm kind of wondering what these are made of. So number 1 is Kirby and the Wispy Woods. Number 2 is Ice World. Number 3 is Ice Cream Island. 4 is Nap Time. 5, Dive into Cloud. And 6 is the Fountain of Dreams. So there you have it. they actually have a Fountain of Dreams scene. So a lot of the more iconic scenes from the games are in these ones. So let's dive in. I opened all these, but I didn't look at any of these. Do you know how hard that is for a collector, especially one of these weird items? So the first one, and you get like a little set sheet, nothing on the back, so you can see your whole collection. So put these. So there's the. Interesting. I'm just going to open this because it's going to be really hard to see otherwise. Oh, weird. Okay. So you take the initial bag off, and you can see that all of it on the inside is bagged, and I guess that makes sense because you wouldn't want it to break inside the little jar. I was kind of wondering how they were going to pack them. It's half the fun of being a collector is trying to figure out how they're going to do some of these things. But this is a great set. So I'm taking the lid off. And I'm going to go ahead and open everything on this one to show you what I have to do to get it all together. So here, it's like taking the ship out of the bottle. So you have to unwrap. Everything's wrapped. You have to unwrap the ground. So there's the ground. And then, oh, okay. So here's all the pieces that go in that. So I'm just going to really quickly crinkly bag it here. Now I wish I kept my scissors down here. Well, no dice. Oh, wait a minute. I see it. This room's a disaster area. So they are pretty hard to open. I'm just going to go ahead and slice and dice here. So there is the head, I guess the head of Wispy Woods. Little piece of fence. Okay. And we have Kirby holding an apple. And you couldn't even see that, could you? Man alive, that's tiny. And Wispy Woods himself. There you go. So let's put this together real quick so he fits on there. It doesn't really lock in place. Fence goes in the back here. Oh, that's going to be hard to do. Oh my goodness, trying to get all three of these fence posts in. There we go. Put his head back on. And then Kirby, well, that's weird. There's no peg or anything. Kirby just kind of sits there on his little apple. Okay, so then you encapsulate the scene. Kirby falls over. You put the bottom cap on. Then you put the top cap on. And it all just doesn't really lock or sit together very well at all. And Kirby just kind of, he doesn't want to. Shut up, Kirby. It's weird they don't have a little place for him. So this is really loose. These are just, they don't lock or anything. They don't screw on. They just kind of sit on there. And the bottom just kind of sits on there. So they're definitely meant for display only. Which is a little disappointing. You think they could have a screw-on lid or something, or at least a bottom that locks in a little bit. I want to save that one till last. Alright. I probably won't open all these because that was kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see which this one is. This is... No. Okay. It says on the top. We didn't look at the box of this. Let's take a moment to look at the box. So there's your standard logo. It's the Fountain of Dreams. And they have the full set on the sides. Boring information on the back. Interesting. I don't think the... Oh, there it is. The logo is on the box. And then on the top, you can see which one you get. Alright. So, this is the cloud one. And there's a chili in there. Oh, I'm just too intrigued by these. Maybe I will open them all. A little bit of a boring video, maybe. This is Ice World, okay. It just kind of sits on top of this little thing. This is not at all how I perceive this set to be, so it just sets on there. Oh yeah, let's open this up. Didn't want to open. So it's double bagged. All the little pieces are coming out now. Okay. Oh, that was that one. Whoops. So this one just has a little world, and it sits in a bowl, just like that. This one actually has pegs for everybody though. So, yeah. Again, it's a little weird, because you can't, it can be like off to the side. Oh, that's going to bug me. It doesn't sit in there perfectly. Wouldn't you just want it to sit in there real nice? Oh. So yeah, it's crooked. You have to place it perfectly, and there's no real... Ah, that's so weird. Why did they do it like this? Okay, so there's other tiny little crystals that have pegs that fit in. And then you have chili that has a peg and a little tiny snowman. Wow. Such a tiny snowman. And then you have Kirby. I am not dealing with that one any further. Oh man. Okay. So a little bit disappointing. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd be glass or anything, but I thought they'd be where you could get them together and display them nice. Now I think, like, if someone really wanted to go all out and do that for the set, they'd have to glue it, and I'd worry about blocking the scene. Okay, so it was really hard to see what these were online because the picture was so small, and I didn't really hunt down a bigger picture when I was looking. So this is the cloud one. You can just kind of see there's the cloud, and Kirby just kind of fits in there. Oh, there's a little peg on him. Why does the Wispy Woods one not have a peg? So he has a little peg in there. I don't know if you can see that, but and there is a little tiny hole. You can get, well, maybe I can just get Kirby to sit in there. All these bags just have a little seal that you can open. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in there. See how well he fits. This is a very hard piece and this is a very soft piece, and when you get those together it always worries me a little because I feel like I'm going to break the soft piece. Okay, so there, that's how Kirby sits in there in his little bowl. And this one has the same base as the Ice World one. But this one kind of has enough weight to it so it'll sit properly in the sphere. But then you kind of want to do like, you kind of want to angle it, but it won't angle, so you can actually see, because like seeing it like this, that's a little boring. You kind of want to see it like that. You want to see the details, so, but you can't really get, you know, like, no, you'd almost have to glue it again. It's kind of bleh. Definitely some issues with the set here. Okay, here's another cylinder one. This one is Sleepy Time or Nap Time, and that just has Waddle Dee. No, I'm wrong. What am I saying? Ice Cream Island. So Kirby's just kind of fishing. All the boxes come with these little cards. I already said that. So it's right there. It's that one. Little tiny pieces. Wouldn't it be way better if they were glass and they had pegs and... Oh well. This one is the Nap Time one I referred to. It has a Waddle Dee and a Maxim tomato. Wee tiny pieces. Alright, so the last one, I'm definitely opening this and doing the whole bit here. I want to see all the things of the Fountain of Dreams. So, one of the reasons I bought this set was because there are two famous levels here from Kirby, but they're also featured in Smash Brothers. And that's the Fountain of Dreams and Wispy Woods. So I thought that'd be kind of neat to have both of those going on. What do I do with my thing? Alright, so now I've got a mess. There's the lid, there's the box, here comes all the bits. For the most part, the plastic cases, the cylinders and the globes or whatever, they feel pretty sturdy, like they're not going to break. Sometimes when you get items like this, the plastic's way thin. And that I can understand that it's hard to get super transparent plastic. That's kind of funky. So there it is, the Fountain of Dreams. Okay, so I have the bottom. Let's see what kind of... Okay, so it's just Kirby and a Star Rod. I'm going to go ahead and open that and hope that I don't lose it. Ooh. So tiny. Kind of has to be, but that's alarming. Alright. So obviously Star Rod goes here. Ugh. Kirby has no peg again. He's just going to sit there and bounce around. That is so weird. And there's no real divot or anything in here that I can see that allows him to stay put. He's just going to kind of bounce around. Whoa. I don't know if that's intentional. Let me see. Yeah, it is intentional. So, right here you can see these yellow rings. And I seem to remember that that is part of it. There's a yellow ring there, so there's a little bit of detail. And what it looked like was there was just flaws in the plastic or something, but those are actually supposed to be there. Those are details. that are actually part of it. I don't know, so I'm holding it really level, and you can kind of see that there's a little bit of a slant to it, which is disappointing. And this is supposed to be real straight. Okay, let's try to get Kirby to sit down next to the Fountain of Dreams. Oh, this is not easy. Probably should have done it a different way. Stay where you are, Kirby. Boink. Oh. And that's all bent and weird too. Look at that. Darn it. I can kind of bend it back. Ugh. Annoying that I have to do that though. Okay, there you go. Kirby, Fountain of Dreams, in a bottle. So I definitely enjoyed the like dollhouse scene more than the terrariums. I thought it'd be the other way around because I thought the terrariums were a nice little classy item. Turns out there's lots of flaws with that set, but the other set, you know, I didn't open them up to put anything. I know there's no pegs in the dollhouse scene because you're supposed to just set things on the tables and the beds and things, and so it's not supposed to be a set scene. It's supposed to be kind of a dynamic scene, and you can move stuff around. But that is a really cool set. There's another set just like it coming out called like Kirby Goes to the Movies or something like that, and it's from Re-Ment again. It's out this year, I think in September. I just blogged about it, and yeah, it's similar. It's these miniatures, and they have, but it's actually the characters because you can see Kirby in a movie seat and Meta Knight in a movie seat. But there's a bunch of accessories and stuff that goes with it. It's kind of like a little movie theater scene. So look out for that. I'll probably get that too. Hopefully Re-Ment just keeps making these little dollhouse things. That'd be kind of neat. Kind of makes me want to do stop motion. As if I had that kind of time. Okay, well that is the two sets that I got. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.